Hello and welcome everybody to the BAMS cast. It has been an interesting start to the year. We've got 3 weeks down in the middle of week 4. Uh, Shay is a wagon leading everything. And then after that, let's see. Yeah. Who's in number 2? It's Shay number 1,
Uh, it's Grimmer up to number
Grimmer
two now.
2, and then Danny's Fanged Gang. Great pun at number
Mhm.
3. Um, we're in week 4, and I have played each of these top 3 teams. I have the most points against me. Um, I am in 11th place, 0 and 3, although I'm 6th in points. From a very disappointing start, I hate my life. But we'll see what we can do this week against Shaysky, number 1. Congrats to that top 3. Our commish is pulling up the view of where the dollars have been dispersed thus far this year. Commish, 2-1. Some bright spots early in the season. How are we feeling today?
Feeling great. Outside enjoying one of the last few days before the fall brisk. We have Ryder Cup weekend, so you can see my aptly branded hat here. Um, you and I had talked before we started. Not a great start to the fellas for the Ryder Cup, but like we always say, it's a long season. It's a long weekend, so we'll we're excited about it. One of the better weekends for sports. So just Friday afternoon, sitting outside, doing a podcast on fantasy football and sports with this weekend coming up. It's you really can't beat it.
And for it to be late September, not a cloud in the sky,
Hmm.
beautiful weather.
No clouds allowed in the sky, as they
Mhm.
say in the
Still
Encanto.
very little wind out there too. It's just
Hmm.
gorgeous.
No
And
wind,
that's
no wind.
I will be interested to see this late in the season how over the next 30 years of BAMS, if you're ever fielding this call outside.
Hmm. Hmm. Which we will make sure of that. So, um, can
Fresh
you?
hat, nice tag.
Yeah, I didn't want to. Oh yeah, that's what we do. That's what I do. I've talked about it. Attentive listeners of the pod will know in years past that I don't look good in flap rims, so I buy the ones that look nice when I go places. I got this at Lake Placid, and I don't wear them, so I just leave tags and stickers and all that on them, and I wear them for goofy situations like this.
Perfect.
Can you see the spreadsheet? Did it
Yep.
switch over? Okay,
100.
okay. I was just looking because I did want to see who was leading in points and all that good stuff, but we can get to that. No, it's a very active few weeks in whether it's the thread, whether it's these matchups, these close matchups, a lot of parity with you'd mentioned yourself with being in the top 6 in points, but there's always that one team who succumbs to the unfortunate matchups to start the season, and you find yourself at 0-3. Trade season has begun. Tank season has begun for some.
Wait, are
It's
you possibly talking about the 12th place diesel trades?
it yes, that's the one. Diesel trades. It's great. It's a great start to the season in more ways than one. So um let's get into it before we start wasting too much time here. We're on a clock. Matchups from week 2, no, week 3. This is also flying by. To be in
I
week 4
know.
already, unreal.
We didn't have a
Uh,
week 2 BAMS cast, so I am on the same mental timeline as you. Of it feels like if you don't have a BAMS cast, did the week even happen?
that's a great point. Yeah. Just we gotta enjoy it while when we're in the moment. So I'm gonna get into it first because on my screen it's Commissioner versus Lenoir, M Lenoir two to be specific. It was a comfortable week for me. It gave me the confidence to go out and make some trades after that. After the win, this Chi-Town stack has paid off early on in the season for me, which I don't know what the odds were of that happening, but I was hoping for it. So 30,
Rain
29,
Dallas helps.
yeah, yeah, big time. And we're hoping for the same this week out there in Vegas. But 29 from from C. Willie and another 13 from Rome. Could have been more, but that puts you on a good path. And then I'm starting to luck out with my running backs with Judkins. Um, and of course, the Minnesota defense, 30 points to really just
Oh, that'll
separated
do
me. So
it.
that helps. I forgot about that. So that was always good. Um, on the other side, we're scratching and clawing with Lamar. We know his story and the depleted team he got, but Lamar put up a good week. And what can I say? Rob Wandale didn't live up to the week before. Pitts kind of came back down to earth, and that's not Bijan Robinson, but Brian Robinson. So that kind of did him in for that. Kind of a not too exciting of a matchup.
I know you don't like to talk about yourself, so if you could pull that back up, I just wanted to comment on your
Yeah.
running backs. You are the beneficiary of my lament of James Conner being
Hmm. Hmm.
eliminated from this season with a broken ankle that apparently was quite gruesome. Um, I know Eckler tore his Achilles, but he's not as much of a significant player on the season, running backs wise. We're going to do an early complaint corner here.
Nice, nice.
2 years ago, I won the unlucky award for most points against. Last year, I took second in points against. This year, I am number one again in points against. The parlay of this, if you just put those events together, the odds are in the thousands of how that is possible. But on top of that, last year, one of the main takeaways from last year was, wow, the healthiest season for running backs. So for me to have four injured running backs by week two last year
Hmm.
just had an exponential effect on how everybody else in the league was benefiting while I was at a deficit. So go ahead, add James Conner to that list. I get to be really the inaugural significant running back injury on this season. With all of that said, you having Benson and you having Quinshon Junkins, which was quite the pull. By the time you get to round 5 or 6
Hmm.
in the way that our league drafts, it is mixed backfields. It is guys who are suspended. It is guys who are injured. So for you to pull out Judkins and maybe at first glance during the draft, this is a pretty underwhelming running back crew. Now this is a bomb running back crew for you. So congratulations thus far,
Thank you.
sir.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And I did not realize the dynamic. I didn't put two and two together of how healthy the running backs collectively were last year and the shortcomings you had. So, but we are a mean regression league. We always bring it back to that. So brighter stars ahead here. Okay, we're going to Puka Boy, I Love You, and the now Diesel trades. Um, Another not close matchup, and it is what did him in. That him being Tom Rinn. Um, what are we looking at? Jordan Mason, great keep for Growley. I know he was not planning, but he was debating whether or not to keep Mason this year. So good keep for him. Just kind of a vanilla roster last week for Tom with Warren and Bucky not showing out this year. Of course, he had the setback with CeeDee Lamb. Keon Coleman had a good first week, but not much since. And you got the staples on the other side with Collins, Puka, Justin Jefferson. What a wide receiver core.
And let's
But yeah,
uh
yeah.
let's talk diesel trades, tight end, um, going to Juwan Johnson
Hmm.
after dropping Mark Andrews, the boner killer. Of course, Mark Andrews has himself a great week three. Um, I had texted this to Tom, but one must inspire boners to kill boners, and that's what he
Mm.
does. Is that
Mm.
like that's the landmine? I don't know if anybody picked up Mark Andrews, but that's the landmine that is sitting there. Is anybody getting excited about that performance? Wanting to add him to the team? Get ready for some 2 and 3 point performances. You'll drop him, and then he'll put up a 20 week again. It's what he does. Um, I shouldn't even be helping people by telling them not to pick up Mark Andrews, but we're a podcast that really just tries to deliver the most accurate information. So
And we
just need to lay
sharpen.
that on.
And we sharpen. Everyone in the league sharpens. And whether or not you are um pushing that not to pick up Mark Andrews, it may be just known now because he's still as of this recording available on the waivers.
There we
So
go.
yeah.
Um, and if I could talk Groles, he had requested last week that I talk poorly about his team to motivate them, talk
Mm.
down to the individual players. Now that they're 2-1, I'm gonna save it. I don't need to do that. I would say the wide receivers, especially now with CD injured so early last week, you have Pickens
Oh,
and
Pickens too. Yeah.
CD on the opposite sides of this matchup. So I think that is indicative of just like what this means for the team overall. Oh, well, Marion Hampton on the
Mm.
bench on the right side.
Yeah.
Um, so between dropping Mark Andrews and the 23-point output for Omarion Hampton, those are some tough things. If we go back to the Gurley side at the running back position, I'll stick on what I was kind of saying for you, but Jordan Mason was one that I kind of circled going into this year. Like, oh, really
Hmm.
looking forward to drafting him in like the fourth or fifth round. Nope, kept. So just amazing keep by Growley. And then Javonte Williams, I do believe is a sixth round draft pick, which was also where you got Quinshawn Junkins. And then if you look at anybody else running back drafted, not kept in that range, it's disgustingly bad. So you two, I think, really got the last good grabs at running back in a natural draft as opposed to keeping.
Um, if I was quicker on it, I would have the sixth round in front of me. I do have the sixth round in front of me.
You can always
Judkins.
click into the player too, and there's a history tab
Oh
that'll tell
yeah.
you when they got drafted. But yeah,
I'm not gonna. We love silence on these things, but no, Javante was a seventh round.
okay,
Even better. But yeah, Judkins six, him seventh.
there we go.
Yeah, no one else of note in those rounds. So, also speaking of these rookie running backs, I pray. I mean,
You're just
he's got
he's just loading it.
he's
It's
just low. He's trying to hit one, and if one does, just an embarrassment of riches for Gurley for Pokeboo. But anyway, we'll move on. Uh, we'll take some
tight.
points. We'll take some points off. We'll get a little tighter here. Nog and Shacey. Shacey, see, this is it. This is the regression to the mean. You're hitting 0-3. Shacey has a down week at 93 points, and he comes out victorious.
Yeah.
Um, it's a long season. Okay, so why? What happened? Uh, two vanilla performances from both sides. Barkley, not much. Nick's underwhelming. I thought Nick's was going to be a top 10 quarterback every week. But McCaffrey for Shea has just been all that San Francisco is running to and throwing to. So I don't see much here. Neighbors, he had a setback. I feel like Njigba is going to be one of the staples throughout the season so far. Did it again last night, I believe, to some
Yeah,
extent.
maybe like 10, 11 points last night. Yeah.
I think he was saying he saved him. So I think he had like a big play at the end to get him to double
Oh, yes.
digits.
He had
So
like a 35-yard catch on the
makes
last
okay.
possession to get them into field goal range for the win.
Okay. Um, and that sucks too for Nog because he was probably just jacked for another big output from Kraft, which didn't transpire.
Which I would call
Yeah.
out. Um, we see so much red on both sides here, meaning that
Hmm.
both teams underperformed. Shea's team appears to have underperformed by 40 points, while Nog underperformed by maybe 20. Yeah, something
Yeah.
like that. So it's one of those things where it's like Shasky should have won, and he did win. Nog has built a reputation within this league. I complained a lot about my the lucky award. I do feel like Nog is always in contention. I thought he was going to do it again. He was shooting texts of, yeah, that's what I do. I drag you into the mud, baby. I thought he was going to pull the rabbit out of the hat once more. Ran out of luck this week, but it's still to keep Shea that close. Boy, would I like Shea to score that this week against me. I don't think that's going to happen.
Hmm. Wait, you want him to score or you don't want him?
I want Shea to score 93 or whatever he
Gotcha.
scored
You want him
against.
to repeat
He
this.
did.
Yes, yes,
Yes, repeat performance, please.
yes.
Tight
All right,
again.
tight again. This was Fiana was letting the fellas hear it. What was more impactful, the actual game Derrick Henry and the Ravens played versus Detroit Monday night, or this matchup in BAMS? And it may
Just
be
to talk quickly on Fiana and Diesel trades, Rin Boys on tilt. I've
hmm
also been on tilt. I've done a lot of complaining within the league chat, but add the Rin Boys to it too. And when this got super close, I just felt like me and anybody else I've brought into this league, we collectively very much on tilt. But back to you.
You didn't happen to be watching any of these games together last week, did you?
I was watching with Danny for like maybe just the Bears game, but no, missed a lot of, or actually Jay Bears game as well. So yeah, we did have a couple of us together for like maybe an hour or so.
Jay may have been at Bed Bath and Beyond Halloween shopping. um, okay. I don't hate Jay's team. I think Genty is going to be a fine player throughout the season. Uh, Olave's showing up. I don't know about Laporta. He'll be a low end tight end one, I think, throughout the year. But what was I going to say? Lad. That's I don't know what's going to happen with that. Do you think that this is his identity now this year with Keenan Allen back in the mix, unless he gets hurt?
No, right now, Lad is third in production behind QJ and Keenan
Oh,
Allen.
Quinn, yeah, yeah.
Um, and no, I don't think it will stay that way, but it
hmm
is just one of those things of like the introduction of Keenan Allen just split the votes. Like like what was meant to be 100% of Lad McConkey's role just got split 50-50 between he and Keenan Allen. And now I think McConkey ends up as probably the number two on the team when it's all said and done, maybe even number one, but that distribution is just going to be 33, 33, 33 across those three options. Whereas entering the season, he was
hmm
the possession receiver and was just going to get totally spammed with targets. And he's still getting those looks. It's just not that level of concentration.
Keenan's doing to Lad what he did to Rome last year, and
Yes.
Rome's doing what Lad did last year, this year. Um, how's that for some hard hitting
That was
takes?
good.
On
You
you like
brought that
that?
home. Yeah.
You like that? All right. Ford's team should be better than 102. This Ross, I mean, he's striking goal with Daniel Jones. I mean, that's fine. 15.
Waiver pickup.
I think that's his floor for the year, right? Probably. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, waiver pickup. Bijan's going to be good. That was a low day. Derrick Henry, low day. I don't know about Derrick Henry. He's still like 31 years old. This may be. I don't know. I'm not
It's
looking at
it's
it. I'm not.
60-yard touchdowns or tackle
Yeah,
behind the line of scrimmage.
yeah. Drake London. I don't know what to think of Atlanta. They look like crap, but I think Harrison's going to rebound. I think Tet's going to be a good play this year. Kincaid, he hit on him too. He hit on Igbuka. He hit on Scadaboo. Ford's underwhelming big time early on, but I kind of like this roster a lot.
Yeah, he's got a lot of gunpowder. For 1 and 2, I think it's one of those like if he can keep himself around 500 after 6 or 8 weeks, then he kind of, as the roster begins to deliver him more clarity of who are his guys, who are not his guys. I think it's then he starts getting dangerous.
Yeah, yeah. Um, That's all I got for that one. Anything left? I clicked around and I lost my train of thought here.
You're, you're good.
Fiana Spurs. Did you have anything else on that?
Nope.
Okay,
And yay, we get to go to me.
let's hear it. I'll let you. Oh gosh, another 1.88.
So I go into that
Wow.
night with maybe a 7 point lead. So I'm like, I'm being a beggar at that point of like, I don't think and scroll down because it's on the right side and it's, Jameson Williams. I was trying to think of who, but I'm
Oh
a
yes.
beggar Monday night. Um, Jamison Williams, I'm like, I need him to just stay under 7, but that's not going to happen, and I'm going to lose. He quickly rips my heart out by getting. Oh, right. This is right. Oh, God. So, yeah, I was only down. I was ahead by 4. So if
Hmm.
Jamison Williams scored 4, then I lose. So I'm like, okay, he's definitely going to score 4. He rips my heart out on the first possession. He gets 2 targets for 43 yards. At least I get to move on, and like my dream of him scoring low is dashed. He then does not touch the ball for the rest of the game to twist the knife that I lose by 1 point after scoring 119 against Grimmer.
Hmm.
Absolutely brutal. And then when you look at, I think the defensive matchups, if we want to scroll down,
Oh yeah, you didn't.
I
You
picked
didn't
up the
come through.
Bills off of waivers because I looked not
Mm.
only at this week, but the future outlook of that team. They play trash. And Miami, they're a 12-point favorite. Miami was dead. It was supposed to be a game of Mike McDaniel's going to get fired because no one cares and this team is going to quit on him. Instead, Miami probably plays a game with the most heart that they will play all season against the Bills. Bills only put up 2. Look to the other side. Tampa Bay gets the Jets and Tyrod Taylor. They get the 14. That was quite frustrating. Bills play New Orleans, and I think they're a 15-point favorite this week. Would sure hope for that defense to score more than 2 points. But I think that's what we'll look at. Let's check anybody else or anything else that was jumping out to you.
Um, Jumping out to me. Well, I have a new segment alert, so that's all I'm waiting on for this one. Here's what I'll
Okay.
say is I'm always rooting for the underdog. That I think that's just a natural human instinct. When you start out at 0 and whatever, and I was telling you how Mac Jones made BTJ what he is. I feel like last year, Pearsall didn't do it in the first matchup, but he had what he. I was just looking at that. He had 11 targets last week, so I'm hoping that comes to fruition. That he's a just a staple under Mac Jones. I don't know. Is he playing again this week?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay. I don't know the significance of Purdy, but this matchup not so much. I did see that. I'll tell you right now. I don't know if you saw that Jalen Warren is questionable to play this weekend, so it might be a Caleb Johnson game.
Yeah,
Something to think
Caleb
about.
Johnson probably going to stay on the bench. Like, just let's do one quick exercise.
Hmm.
This is just me continuing on tilt. Who's bad on my team? It's Caleb Johnson,
Ridley
Josh
is,
J-
is is severely underwhelming. I don't know if I think does Cam Ward is he
and James Conner is now dead. But it is
yeah,
just like Josh Jacobs is good, Jalen Hurts is good, Kenneth Walker's good, AJ Brown's good, Ricky Pearsall's good, Devontae Adams good, Tyler Warren's good.
yeah. No, it's
So it's just tough.
and
It's so
you're putting up
tough.
numbers. Yeah. No, it's I get it. I 100% get it.
But
Um
that's
Kittle's on
our.
the on, yeah.
Go ahead.
Uh who was I just oh, I had my thought about Ridley. Cam
He's
Ward,
dropping everything.
he's poopy, right? Cam Ward.
Cam Ward's one of those that's good. The Callahan is a very, very bad coach who will probably
Okay.
get fired this year. So
Okay.
don't don't count out Cam Ward or cast any judgment on him, but it's kind of tough sledding happening right now.
Okay.
Tennessee has also had a tough slate of defenses that they've played thus far. So I do expect a better back half for Tennessee, but I would like for that to come with a coaching change.
Understood. Um okay, new segment alert.
Yeah.
This is called That's Not Football. There was mention about Grimmer, and I'm trying to look on my phone. I guess he had a bad week 1, but it was the tone. I think Shay may have said it was like Grimmer is rubbing it in everyone's face now that like did he get a bad rap early on that he has a shit team or something along those lines? I don't know.
Oh,
He had
I
eight.
think
He
week
had a.
no in week 1, I thought we like went through his roster and it's because was he the
Did you and
low
I
score?
rip him in? No, a low score, but
I think
I
that's
think
it.
he's
I think we were going through a matchup, and he had a lot of low scoring in week one, and we kind of just went through the performance and just said, "Yikes, this is not good for Grimmer."
yeah, he's
So I
three
think
and
that's
zero.
it.
So that's okay. I was kind of like favoring him because, again, this is not football, but he's a big Detroit fan. Did you see what the Detroit Tigers have been doing the past few weeks? Like
Not a chance. I only know about Big Dumper, and he's my fucking guy. But
yeah,
that's it.
yeah,
And not even
historic,
related to that team. It's just the only thing I know about the MLB.
and that's fair. Um, historic uh collapse for the Detroit Tigers. They had like a 12 game division lead or something close to that like a month ago, and they're tied for first right now going into the last weekend with Cleveland. And in my head, I'm just like, Grimmer needs this win last week, and Grimmer
Big time.
needs
He
some
probably just
success.
had some extra hot sauce on it because of he's feeling some emotions
Yeah,
because of that.
for sure.
To fulfill my curiosity and just to potentially highlight how my brain works, but I want to say Grimmer scored 81 in week one. Is that something that we could
Yep.
check?
No, you're within a point. It was 80 something. And he squeaked out a win. So
So
I think
that's
that's
it.
what yeah, that's it.
So new segment. Hey Grimmer, no hard feelings, man.
Yeah, no, and that's it. That's a segment. The body of that is empty. It's just a title, a new segment. No hard
Uh,
feelings, Grammar.
all right, we got one
Um,
more. Or sorry, go ahead.
yes. Nope, we got one more. Stairway to Evans. And the Danny's Fanged Gang. Fanny.
Fanged,
Danny.
fanged gang.
Dan. Dan. Fang on Danny's gang. Danny's Fanged Gang. Uh, Smoked Stairway to Evans. Let's take a look. Quarterbacks. Mahomes. He's doing this with Mahomes as a quarterback. I'm pretty sure he's one of the top.
I mean,
He's 3-0 as well. Yeah. No, he's
his
2 and
his
1.
running backs are so good.
Gibbs. Yeah, they are. Garrett Wilson could. Yeah, he's been great. That's even without Justin
Fields.
Fields. Um,
Maybe a good thing because Fields had that one week where he was like 3 for 12 or whatever.
but I thought he still put up numbers, but he still put yeah, the second week 7. Yeah, that makes sense. But he supported him in week 1. We'll see what he does this week. But yeah, it's a good team. That's with Zay Flowers underperforming. Did he suck again this week?
Baltimore is just it's like
Oh no, he didn't
I
play
just
yet.
have such a big red X over any pass catchers on that team because it's just like it's a little Green Bay-esque where like overall the offense is awesome and that quarterback will throw for 300 yards, but the predictability of where those yards go is
Hmm.
just impossible. And you're spinning the wheel each week and it makes it tough. So like Zay Flowers is gonna have, and I know he's already had like a 20-point week this year. Like he will continue to do that, but it's just like it is whack-a-mole of when it's going to happen.
Mike Evans put up 12 points, so thankfully that he put that up for Stairways before he got hurt.
Back to
That's
back to diesel trades of like catching that injury before your guy gets going in CD Lamb. Like at least Mike
yes,
Evans was having himself a game, then got knocked
yeah,
out.
yeah,
Oh
and then
yeah,
he
I'm
got
right. I forgot to complain about that in my matchup, but yes, James Conner breaking his ankle. I
was that
think that
early?
that was in the second quarter, I believe. He already had 6 points. Like he was gonna have double digit day. So
Okay,
another factor in the loss against Grimmer last week.
yeah, that's an empty feeling on a Tuesday morning when that transpires. Dave Montgomery, 28, 29 points on the bench for the Evans. I don't know if that would have done much more for you. Nope.
Baltimore getting negatives.
It wouldn't, but it would have given a little boost in the overall point standings. Which, if you have nothing more on this, I will segue with that into the overall
Perfect.
standings. We like that, okay? Um, Not a new segment. It's not about me, but kudos to me because I haven't brought up that I won the week until 30 minutes into this. 20 minutes. We have 8 minutes left, but your boy actually no, I got
Yeah,
the
we we
salvo this
don't
week.
say we don't say your boy when you did something
It's
good.
correct. I kind of caught myself. Um, but we got Boyle axed by the survivor.
Yeah,
So it's we're down to nine. Where we at here? Not much on the best individual week. I lucked into that because I only had 134 points,
great
and there's
work.
been yeah. So we'll take that any day, any week. We talked about Polanka. We talked about Shea and Grimmer. Three strong squads that are leading the way with points, and then you, me, and Groles. Fighting for those points. And then we talked about you, points against. Nice little cushion there with Diesel guys, Grols, Grimmer, Polanka, and Malinois too. Um, that's really all I got for this.
Um,
It's yeah.
so congrats on the crisp $60 bill.
Thank you.
Um, let's new segment. How do you say that guy's name? Um, Lenore, or is it a French ass name, Lenoir? How do you say that
It,
name?
Lenoir.
Oh, I like that a lot. Okay.
I don't know. Um, Great guy. I've met him on multiple occasions, but we've never spoke last names, so it's one of those weird dynamics. Um,
Well, on the until we are corrected in any way within the text thread, he is Lenoir as we move forward.
mhm. Yes, yes, yes. Good there. Uh, what now? We could talk waivers a little bit if anything sticks out to you, and then we got dead guys, but we got 6 minutes here.
Six
You want to look at
minutes.
what and any waiver talk in um
Quick hitters, I think, are just like that. There are some decent players coming into this season that are on waivers and not picked up. So, like Isaiah Pacheco, that's just one of like, it probably was around that dead zone of like round five
mhm.
that he was picked up, but like him and Mark Andrews are kind of some fantasy football mainstays of the last 3 years, and everybody's just looking at those players like, no, feels like a landmine, feels like a person that has cachet earned from past years, but isn't actually going to be an asset to me this year.
Mhm. It's call it like a transition year for a lot of those guys that you can easily get burned by keeping them. No,
Troy
we talked about the
Franklin's a
way.
dog, by the way.
Yeah, yeah, I thought so. I that's just that play calling in Denver.
Yes.
From my understanding, it happened in New Orleans too, a long time ago with the receivers. But I picked them up. I'm gonna keep them for as long as I can. But yeah, you had Spurs picking up Daniel Jones. We talked about that. Um, Anything else that sticks out? Not really. Buck, nope, nope. Woody Marks. There's that.
Willie Marks is just another. Groles just keeps his
Yes, yeah.
stable of five running backs that could pop.
Mm-hmm. Um, I think that's it. I think that is it
Not a lot.
again.
And we're at 4 minutes, so we're going to do a hurry up offense on
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
dead guys. You know where you are. You're in the jungle, baby. You're going to die. Let's go with quarterback to start. I'll go with unpopular choice with us being a Chicago based league, but let's go Caleb Williams. I think we it was so fun to celebrate last week against the Cowboys, who are a horrific, horrific defense. I think we're going to lose to the Raiders this week. And I think a Caleb minor injury is going to have something to do with it. There's just got like, we don't deserve good vibes. We have good vibes for a couple days. I think that's all we can manage for that. We come back down to earth, and Caleb Williams' injury is a part of that.
Oh, I hate to hear it. um, I don't know. I was for some reason I skipped wide receivers and I was moving on to wide receivers, but I'm gonna go Baker.
Okay. he's such a he's like an amazing person to root for this year. So I like what you're doing.
He's just someone you watch. You're like he's gonna get hurt, and he never does. And so the odds are low. I don't always pick injury predictions with high odds, so don't think that that's what I'm doing here with Baker. But um, long odds. He's willing these games for the Bucks almost single handedly. Um, like Abuka's single handed catch that he threw to him. Um, but I'm gonna go there. It's gonna be a shoulder. He's gonna be running, trying to get it first. He's gonna be hit high, and it's gonna be a shoulder, but not gonna be long term. But it'll set him back a little bit, and it'll screw me over because I've got one coming back, and then that's gonna set me back. So
Got it.
a little
I mean,
little bit of yeah. Go ahead.
he almost got injured maybe 1 or 2 weeks ago. CJ Gardner Johnson was standing over him talking crap. Uh,
Mhm.
and Baker, who was writhing on the ground, just got up and talked trash right back to him. Maybe something similar happens this time where he gets up from that injury, talks trash, but then goes to the blue tent
Yeah,
afterwards this time.
the whole
Um,
first part of that is in ends in the blue tent.
um,
Um,
let's go to we have 2 minutes left. I'll go to running backs. I'm gonna
yeah.
just sometimes for Juju, you have to raise your hand and pull one for yourself. I'm going Josh Jacobs this week, who's
Mm,
going to
mm.
be a top 10 running back when it's all said and done this year, unless he has a catastrophic injury this year. I'm the person who gets injured running backs. It's only fair that I lose James Conner and Josh Jacobs in 2 weeks.
Okay, I am gonna go to the East Coast. It's a depleted team. It's a call it a cursed team, maybe, because they traded away a running back right before the season, saying we're good. And then Austin Edelman got hurt, and now you have Terry McLaurin. He's down. Jane Daniels is down, and now it's going to be Debo because he's injured prone.
Oh,
As it is. Yeah.
we have, I swear to God, it's a double death. It's a double death this week.
Ooh, but you had him as a wide, and I have him as running back.
My brain's exploding. Listen, there's less than 1 minute. As a receiver, I had Debo, and the work I was going to do with here is just like, hey, Commanders, he's returning kicks for you. Why?
Hmm.
Why is that happening? You have McLaurin out, so it's just even more work for Debo. And then Debo in general loves contact, craves it. If he touches the ball 10 times, he gets tackled 10 times. He just doesn't go out of bounds. And he's on Shay's team, so I need something.
Yeah,
Okay,
no, that's
receiver, anything for you? We have 20 seconds.
no. We're going to Garrett Wilson. He just looks like he's so little. He's so little. He's kind of like a Devonta Smith type situation. I always
Yeah,
think Devonta Smith
he's
is
just
going
a
to,
popular target. You got to pick on him.
and Fields is going to come back, and we're going to get a hospital ball or ambulance ball or whatever they call those to him. So
We